But you haven't watched the show, I'm so sorry. There's spoilers. Kinda. I always have a kind of a spoiler every single time I have a movie review or a TV show review. So I'm like, you know. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I just want to say this. I think I like this series, but at the same time, I'm not really into most gay sort of series when it comes to any sort of gay series. But this series is really good in the TV show called Heartstopper. I watched this series 4 episodes so far, and yeah, I don't really know because I feel like I'd like episode 1 and episode 2 and episode 3. I think no, episode 3 and number 4 I hated because one of my parents, not all my parents, my mum likes the show and I like the show, but my dad is complaining about people don't really talk like this in real life or something. I don't know why he was really on about, but then I got really cheesed off because I really do like the show. Because I'm just clearing this out here that there's some shows that I really like when it comes to LGBT and all that lot. There is some shows that I like, but there's some shows that are just too over the top with heavy gay whatever, and I'm like, I'm not really into that, and I'm more into this sort of thing. And no wonder it's a 12. It's a 12, Craig. It's a 12. So I'm like, okay. So I watched this series in the early months of February 2022, I think. I can't remember really because I'm making this video on the 6th of February, something like, you know. So, okay, we're getting here. I do think I like this series by number 1, number 2, and probably number 3. Number 4, the 4th episode about, I think it was the 3rd episode, when Charlie has this boyfriend sort of lover called Nick. And just remind you guys, this is 20 minutes episode. So I mean, like, all these episodes are probably 20 minutes or so, and 8 seasons or series or whatever. And I only watched season 1 so far. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna have loads of, you know. So I've been like, okay, I watched other Netflix shows before, just so you know this, and oh my god, let's say Stranger Things for example, you don't see much Stranger Things reference, Netflix reference in a Stranger Things show. But when you come to this show, one of the episodes when Nick, what's his face, you know, the son of the Queen in the 3rd or 4th season of The Crown, and he's also that actor who plays Nick is also plays in what I also know as The Grandpa's Great Escape. There's a David Williams film and book. It's a BBC film in 2017 or 15 or something like that, and I liked it. And that's where he's young, and oh my god, he grows up in this version. And every time I see him, you know, this Nick character, I'll say, that's the young Elton John character, or that's the grandpa's son or grandson or something. That's the grandpa's grandson, something like that. And like, no, Craig, it's Nick. It's Nick. It's Nick. Yeah, but I just got used to him as all the other shows he's been in and films and stuff like that. But anyway, so when he was holding a mug for his breakfast, it looked like had the same flipping font as Netflix. I feel like, are you in the Netflix universe? Like, it's like The Simpsons. They have Simpsons stuffs in other programs called, let's say, because our American show, and I'm not saying this is American, this is British, so like this, you know, I don't know, it's weird because some shows do that and some don't, but then from Netflix standards, it sounds really weird because it's, oh my god, it's a Netflix show and you can definitely feel it, because some Netflix shows do actually feel like a Netflix show. Let's say Sex Education, for example. It feels realistic, but at the same time it feels all Netflixy. The same with Enola Holmes. It feels too, I don't know what's up with Netflix nowadays, but anyway, the only thing that feels real on Netflix is Stranger Things and The Crown. And apart from that, it's too Netflixy. So some of the scenes when Nick and what's his face, Charlie, is in the snow together, it felt like a commercial. It's like, okay, now we're advertising. I don't know what they're advertising, but they're definitely not advertising in the show, but just feel like a commercial. You know when sometimes you see those weird commercials you see on TV if you saw this program? That's what it feels like. It feels like one of those certain stuff in this show feels too much of something else, but really it's something else. And I'm not into, as again, I'm not into heavy gay or whatever subjects, and I'm more into this also, and more laid back, gay, whatever tropes, because I'm comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with other weird gay stuff. I mean, if you're into these weird gay sort of, if you're gay or not, if you're into good sort of gay stuff, do you? But I mean, like, if I was gay, I would still not be into those sort of rubbish. But I'm like, yeah, people have their different opinions. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's fact, it's my opinion. Alright? Good. So this is my opinion and my reaction, late reaction. I should have said this is my first ever time watching Heartstopper, and it's really good. No, it is really good. I'm not just saying that. I think I had, if I put it down to the countdown of the best teenage or whatever, just put teenage shows, it'll be around shows, not film shows. It'll be around probably 4 or 3, because the most lovable teenage shows to me is either Stranger Things or at the moment Young Sheldon, but I don't know. But it was not really teenage, it's more like pre-teen. But I don't know. But these are the shows I like. But for me, this is too realistic. Like, you watch some of these sort of things before, like Grange Hill, Watership Down, Waterloo Road, and stuff like that. You saw this sort of thing before on Bad Education. We saw that sort of thing before, but I'm like, oh my god, it feels like a Netflix show. Not because they had a mug called Netflix. I mean, maybe there was some kind of weird Easter egg there, but I don't know. If you watch the show anyway. But if you haven't watched the show, I'm so sorry. There's spoilers. Kinda. I always have a kind of a spoiler every single time I have a movie review or a TV show review. So I'm like, so it's a TV show review because, let's be real here, Netflix originally came out on TV, not on the computer or the phone or whatever. I was gonna say smartphone, but what is smart involved? But I'm like, yeah, I do like the show. Watching 4 episodes so far, really, really good. As I'm gonna watch the 5th episode tonight, hopefully on the 6th of February. So I'm like, whoopie-doo. So I don't criticize me or don't bully me online or whatever, because I'm not really into gay sort of stuff. But I am into this sort of gay version. I'm not into gay. Okay, so there's different between of gay rubbish and gay good stuff, and this is the gay good stuff, not the gay rubbish. The gay rubbish is more like drag queens or probably you see probably one of those heavy subject shows of all about the LGBT blah 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 blah. I'm not really into the heavy LGBT stuff, but I'm more into the layback sort of, oh, good for you, you're gay now, or you're bisexual, or you're whatever. But but not in a sarcastic way. But yeah, for some reason, as a person who's like laid back about any sexuality, I'm more laid back, because I'm more laid back about any sexuality. If you're transgendered, or you're this or you're that, if you're just 2 actual genders, even though there's another gender now called transgender, is really confusing. Even for some transgender people, it's still confusing. But I'm like, I don't know, but for some reason, I'm not really into the modern sort of thing that people do, like Watership Road. Watership? I can't even say Watership. Waterloo Road. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes recently, and it was really boring. And what is like soap opera? But I'm like, I watch Doctors all the time, and that's a soap opera, and that's still good. But I'm like, I don't know. But some shows are really weird at the end of the day. But this show isn't. So if you want to check it out, if you've got Netflix already, if you haven't got Netflix, please log on. Watch everything you can on Netflix. Not everything, but mostly watch what you can on Netflix. And one of these shows are really, really good, and I beg you to watch. I'm not pushing you to watch it. I'm just recommending it to you in a really forceful, like, you know, whatever. So yeah, well, this is all I got for this show. If I missed anything, please tell me, and I'll see you all next time for another video. I think this Saturday review will come out probably months away in this year 2023, but like, there's lots of stuff, you know, lots of reviews on films and stuff like that this year, so I'm gonna fit it in whatever possible. So I'm like, you know, so this is probably a late review in reality, but at the moment it's short. So I'm like, right now it's short for me because, you know, it's February time, you know what I mean? But yeah, what do you think? If you watch the show, what do you think? Put in the comments below. Put stuff in the comments below. What you think about the show, whatever. Not my show, but the Heartstopper. And yeah, it's quite good. I really, really do like this series. But I'm like, it's one of the best sort of series I've watched for a very long time when it comes to teenagers and whatever, and gay sort of stuff, because I can't stand some gay sort of shows, and this is passable. This is passable and really good, so please watch it if you're into these sort of shows. I'm not really into those sort of shows, but I am into this certain show that I really like at the moment, and it's based on a book, so it's got some kind of cult following, but I don't know. But what do you think? Put in the comments put in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Sorry if this review is a little bit too much. I got other things to do, you know what I mean? So thank you very much for subscribing, you know. Yeah, bye.